Welcome back to day 3. I'll be talking about healing and hurt. Have you ever been hurt before? Or have you ever hurt somebody before? And you think about the process that we go through. But before we do that, I got to stop by the crib because I got a notification that my package arrived. So let's get into it.
What's going on? Hope you're well. This morning, I don't have a hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys. Everybody says hey guys. I gotta get something. I'm not gonna say hey guys. I'm not doing that. Anyhow, listen. If you've been following along, I think you may have an idea of what this is. You might have. I've been talking about this attachment for the GoPro, right? And this is really strong, or I'm really weak. Why do they make this thing so difficult? Oh, there we go. That was not planned. Super excited. Got it in. Hopefully this is what I'm looking for, the quick release. That's what I ordered, the swivel mount, right? I ordered the swivel mount. It came today because I want to be able to use it for different, for some items I had picked up at the Goodwill. That this was more than, because it was I didn't find it at the Goodwill. So, there's a price to pay. So you pay the price. The quick release attachment, so it has different arms, right? It will snap into there. Why do I want this? Why am I so excited about this? Because it gives it a different look, it gives it a different feel. If I'm driving around and I want to capture something, or if I'm on my bike and I wanted to put the GoPro, I know what a GoPro is. Found it at the Goodwill, so it gives me a different view. But anyhow, so while I'm on the road, what I'll do is I have my pad with me, and I'll jot down any thoughts that I may have for content ideas, for maybe like a blog post or anything that comes to mind. I'll jot it down that's significant. If I'm in a pinch and I'm trying to search for ideas, I might be able to go back to this idea book and pull a nugget from there. So while I was driving around today, one of the things that popped up was like, in terms of healing, right? We get hurt. I've been hurt in the past, and I've hurt some people. And then they say hurt people. I think that's a cop out. If you're hurt, I try to spend some time and heal, right? I was hurt, and then you reflect on it, not to linger in the past and send out invites to a pity party and expect people to RSVP. They're not gonna RSVP. Maybe one day you're sitting down and they listen, but after a while you got to be able to move forward, and people say, get back on the horse, get back out there. And if you haven't healed and you get back out there, you just tend to repeat the cycle. Take some time and heal. I didn't take any time to heal. I was just like, you know what, man, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go, and now I'm just doing stuff that was like, yo, why am I just doing, just so I wouldn't have to think about the pain. I wouldn't have to think about how bad I felt. I wouldn't have to think about the shame. I wouldn't have to think about the embarrassment. It's just easier just, you know what, I'm gonna just get me some weed, get me, some drink, shorty or whatever, and just it was not a good look. And there's no healing in that. There's like a it's putting a band-aid. It's not even a band-aid. And inviting people into your space, giving them access to you, and physically and sexually and emotionally, and you haven't healed, that just, it becomes an infection. It doesn't allow the hurt to heal, and now it just begins to come convoluted. It's messy. Think about an infection, and I think people like pimple poppers. And I guess there's a site where people, their doctors, I don't know how this thing gets to a point where you have to go and you're pushing and they're pushing and pushing and pushing, and the stuff is oozing out, and people are, I'm like, I've watched, I don't go for the destination. I've never gone to a site and just watched this repeatedly over and over, but there's just something about, it's infected. Something is wrong that this thing is underneath your skin. Like, what is that? So you think about relationships, I guess that nasty visual representation is like, yo, inviting people in your space and giving them access to you, and what gets created inside of you, you think of something that's not healed, it's not a good look. It's going to infect, it's going to negatively impact the people that you've hurt. It's going to impact you. Now, this person may not be aware of what's happened. Is they just looking for a good time or whatever, and now, you know, it's just a lot. It just gets messy real fast. And it sounds good, you know, how many bodies does she have, and how many, after all of that talk, then it becomes like, yo, how do I get over this? How do I heal? Because I need to move on, because I don't want next year to be the same. I don't want to be in the same spot next year. I don't want things to just continue to just going through the cycle. And at one point, that's what I felt like. I felt like I was in Groundhog Day. And I said, man, maybe I should just get a video, put on different outfits, and just show just coming out the time lapse of just going through the motions, coming out the house every other day, same different clothes, and it would be different clothes, just going through the motions. It's like, this is not life. This is not life. This is not living. This is existing, and I don't want to exist. And all while I was existing, what I found was no one was like, oh man, Ox, you good? You know, people are living their lives. And I started creating content, and then sometimes the thought that would be in the back of my mind, and I stopped. It's like, what are they gonna think? What are they, you know, this guy, he used to do blah 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 blah. And like, nobody cared enough to reach out, except my one man, you know, buddy Neil. But you may be thinking, as somebody is, you know, what are they thinking? And this is all conjured in your mind. People got so much stuff going on, and even if they are thinking about something, that's on them. You're not responsible for what they think. Not responsible for what they think. When I was, you know, at my lowest point, my family, I don't know how they found me, but I was wandering around in Brooklyn, just almost out of my mind. I ended up in the hospital. It was a dark period in my life, right? And so, you know, where you get reminded of where you came from, and you remember like how you got there, you know, a series of events. Things just doesn't happen, you know, all of a sudden. You know, it's a story, so you got to figure out, like, okay, you're telling this story. How did you end up in the hospital? I'll share that another time. But it does, when you're talking to someone and you're sharing you're sharing bits of a story or parts of your life, it's to form a connection, not looking for pity. So when I create content, it's from in that context. I don't care what someone thinks. Like, really? Because they weren't there then. Yeah, some people are really concerned about their image, like how they look. I like to look nice, you know. And then at times I'm like, doesn't really, it's all good. But I know people are really impressed with how you present, how you carry yourself, right? And I'm gonna end with this. So I'm coming out of Fresh Mart in Westport, right? This gentleman is, I seen him in the store shopping. He comes out and he's standing. I'm admiring this Porsche. It's got like a plaid interior, sort of like custom interior. It's blue, royal blue. And he's standing, and I started to say, man, that's a beautiful car. I didn't say anything to him. You know, I kept going. I said in my head, that's a beautiful car. And I moved on. I looked over. There's another blue Porsche over there. I don't even know I just know they were blue. So that's his car. He's getting in it. Now he's behind me, and we're leaving the parking lot. And as we're leaving the parking lot, I noticed that the owner of that blue Porsche convertible, I think it was a Tigra, whatever, it's the T. She comes out, and the hood is up, and I'm usually people would, let's go, but he wanted to holler at her, right, and let her know that, like, he's in a Porsche, she's in a Porsche. It's like the same color. He's like, I like your car. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. That was so sweet. Yeah. What's the point of that story? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. People like to be seen. I don't know if that was the point of it or not, but usually I don't know. I'm gonna just shut up now. Yo, I don't know what y'all got going. I will let you all know how this smooth thing turns out. But whatever is happening, right? You want to create some content? You want to put yourself out there? Just imagine you on your deathbed. I can guarantee you're not going to be thinking about the next reset, or if you're in, another email that could have been sent out. If I could have just sent out one more email, or if I could have hollered. None of that stuff. Everything just sort of falls away, and you just think about, like, what's really important. None of that stuff is going to be important. And probably creating content won't be important either. But don't let that stop you from doing the thing that you love, that your heart tells you to do. All right, I'm out.